Hey folks, this is Vagrant. Welcome back to Indiana Jones and the Great Circle and the Himalayas, which we've come to for the very first time. It's very cold and snowy. It's just like Britain right now. I am absolutely freezing. So, hey Gina. Yeah, this is a very different environment. Now, the only way this could really be improved is if there was a Yeti.
Nice and easy.
I know Indiana Jones, we talked in the previous videos about how it's not necessarily super grounded all the time. I think a Yeti is probably a step too far, but you know what? I live in optimism, as always. There's not enough games with Yetis as far as I'm concerned. Because there are no games with Yetis.
You've been here before. What were you doing?
Visiting an old friend.
The Yeti? Oh, careful Gina, careful. I can be friends with a Yeti. Oh, I'm genuinely freezing. This is making it worse.
First.
I knew Gina wasn't gonna like, you know. In theory, I should wait, shouldn't I? Although, what if she falls? I need to grab her. Run, Gina, run!
Jesus.
Yeah, thank you,
You
Gina.
okay?
I'm fine.
Just destroy the entire thing before I try to get across. Whee! I gotta tell you, I would not be trusting this whip. How is it like whipping something and then it's wrapping around it to the point that it can hold my weight? Is that science?
It's crazy how the stones would end up here. Machu Picchu is halfway around the globe.
Let's get it and get out of here.
Am I jumping over there? Oh no. let's look around before we commit to leaping into the abyss. I will say this makes me want to watch some mountaineering films. I really like mountaineering films. I'm not really sure why, just a thing. What the hell, Gina? This isn't the right way, but that makes me curious as to why it's not the right way. Maybe it is the right way. That makes me curious as to why the other way is on the right way. Gina's not coming with me. She's decided to live here in the cave.
Jones, what if we're wrong?
Oh, I don't like this.
What if the stone is not here?
There's two paths I can
think we
take.
are wrong.
I think Gina wants to go this way, so I'm gonna nip the other way and have a little look at that bridgey bit. Also, the snow is lovely. It has actually been snowing here for the first time in a while. I can't remember the last time I saw it snow. I'm curious as to why this exists.
We're not here to enjoy the view anyway.
Oh, right, it's an alternate path. Interesting. Dr. Jones. Yeah, but it has been snowing. Quite thick as well. You know, usually it snows a little bit December, January, February, actually, I would say, in particular.
So common here.
And then it's so rainy and wet that the snow never settles. But it really was. If I was a kid, I would have been losing my mind. You know, I would have been out there making snowmen, having a ball. As it is, I'm just cold. That's okay. I like the snow anyway. I like being around when there's snow. But only because I don't really have to drive anywhere because I work from home. Hey, snow is cool unless you need to do anything.
You seeing this too?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Is that a ship?
It's a ship.
Good. Then I'm not crazy.
How?
How on earth did it end up here?
Let's get a closer look.
How? I feel like a ship in like a random piece of land is such a classic, well, ship out of water moment, I guess. Like, I feel like that's something a lot of properties go to. Comets. I'm thinking the King Kong show, the Monsterverse show, they did something similar. They had a ship in the middle of the land, and that was meant to be like a big weird moment. Yeah, don't fall. This is, logically, I would probably wait for Gina to be done before deciding to cross myself.
I'm trying to wrap my head around this, Jones. What is that ship doing here?
There must be an explanation.
Trying to think of a logical way a battleship at that, would end up on top of the Himalayas. I love when games do this. Snow deformation like that. It's good stuff. There needs to be more mountaineering games. Imagine like a mountaineering horror game where you're trying to, you know, peak one of the mountains, one of the 8,000-foot mountains, and you're getting pursued by a Yeti along the time. You got to camp out and you got to choose when to climb and where to climb and like track weather conditions and stuff like that.
Nazi
That might not sound
battleship?
exciting, but it sounds exciting to me.
Yep.
Right, and maybe, you're looking at the weather, you're thinking, oh, there's a storm front coming in, maybe today's a bad day to climb, but you know that the Yeti is approaching your location, so maybe you need to move camp, and that sounds quite fun to me, actually. Part of me is very much considering dabbling a little bit in game design. I've been inspired by, if you've been watching the Best of Slot channel, you may have seen that Jaws video I would have done probably a couple of weeks ago now for you folks at home. Yes, they took the ship, the flying ship. And just the guy who did the Jaws game, he makes loads of little random movie games. He did Night of the Living Dead and The Crazies and all this kind of stuff. And I just thought, yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. I don't know, we'll see. Thank you. I see.
There's a hole.
There's always a hole, Gina.
I see it. The stone's got to be inside that ship.
I still don't know how this would have ended up here. I'm really trying to think of a possible reasonable explanation. I guess. No, I had a thought, but it was rubbish. Am I meant to know where I'm going from here? Oh, right.
Hold steady.
I was just gonna leave it there, frankly.
You okay?
Strange cutscene. That was, it's like a Roadrunner kind of situation where the ground falls out from underneath us, and we still stay in.
We made it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Wait, that's probably the right way. Is it? Yeah, probably. This is cool. I mean, look, it's a giant Nazi battleship frozen at the top of the Himalayas. It's pretty sweet. I just inherently, I mean, this is ripe for a horror game, this environment. It really is. God, I wish I was wearing big warm gloves. It is, Gina. It is. Oh, probably need that.
The handwheel's missing.
It has to be here somewhere.
Maybe I'll bash it with this. I'll show you ice. Aha! Okay. What's the date on that? Is that a date? No, I think it's more like a serial number. I'd like to find a date if I can. Find out when this all... I mean, it feels like it's been here for a while. But battleships can't have been here for that long, you know. In history at this point in time. This is the 1930s. How long did battleships exist before then? Probably not that long. Local map. Interior map of battleship Kumets. I think this is just like a little thing, by the way, like a segue. I don't think this is the next area, the Himalayas, you know what I mean? Which would suggest we're going somewhere else after this. Oh, there it is.
Whatever botched experiment the Nazis were up to, they certainly weren't prepared for this.
You mean they didn't know how to handle it?
Hand it over.
Will it come in handy?
That's enough.
Oh, Gina.
The ship must have been here for quite some time.
Yeah, by the looks of it.
I mean, yeah, but at the end of the day, it's a Nazi ship, so again, they can't have been here for that long, right? Because the Nazis haven't been around for that long. And then why would the guy have his hand on the wheel? Like, why would he have ripped the wheel off? Assumedly, that's what happened. He didn't want this to be out. Exactly, Gina,
Maybe it
exactly.
broke off and he was trying to get in.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, were they trying to keep something out?
Oh, God.
There's a lot of dead Nazis.
Look, another dead Nazi.
They didn't stand a chance.
You mean another one? Gina, there's
Almost
50 of
sorry
them.
for them. Almost.
Survivors account. I think almost half the crew's dead now. We need to remove bodies, but it can wait. The cold slows the rot. I organised the surviving members of my division into groups. One is scouting the larder for supplies, and the others are trying to find anything burnable. Heat is a higher priority than food right now. We can endure long enough for rescue to arrive, but some are not cooperative. A group of the men declared their territory. They shoot anybody who tries to get in. Another group abandoned their posts and went outside in a foolish attempt to climb down the mountain and find help. And no one knows where the captain and his officers are. Cowards. We can survive this, but only if we work together for the greater good.
Thrown into chaos.
I can't imagine many worse ways to go. You'd want to be one of the first, right? Have the Nazis invented, like, teleportation? I feel like that's what's happened, that they've invented, like, a teleportation device of some description. That's the only way this makes sense to me. Because these guys clearly, look, they're not in warm clothes or anything. They clearly weren't prepared to end up at the top. Look at what this guy's wearing. He was not prepared to end up at the top of the Himalayas, you know? None of them were. So, yeah, I don't know. It feels like they've invented a teleport. Or like a wormhole, or there's something akin to that, you know? Some way of moving the ship magically like that. Not magically, but scientifically inverted commas. Give me a lot of these weapons. Suspect there's something to bash. Ah. Well, not like they need it anymore. Yeah, I knew I needed it. Out of the way, Gina. Out of the way. There's one nearby. Yep, that'll do. Bish bash bosh. But yeah, you'd want to be the first to die, really. I mean, it's tricky because, like, if I haven't been in a situation this bad, obviously.
We should start by trying to find the captain.
But, you know, I'd always like to think in a life or death situation, I'm at least gonna give it a go. Try to come up with a way to survive. God knows how that would happen on the ship, but I'd like to think I'd be
I'll get this out of the way.
not freaking out so much and more like, right, how do we survive? And I think everyone wants to think they would do that, and in reality,
Gina.
most people wouldn't, but
Coming.
I believe I would. I
can't
believe
hold
I
this for
would be one of the people trying to keep things together, you know? Because I don't really freak out about things. And I've been in rough situations. I don't really freak out until later. It's just because I'm emotionally dead, though. It's not anything positive.
I hate that sound.
But,
Well, we may have a head start, but Gantz and his men will be here sooner or later. Gotta find the stone and get off this ship.
Aura?
need to know what the hell happened here.
And I will help you.
What did you find?
Perhaps another clue from your sister that can help us.
What is that? But I would never work for the Nazis. Not willingly.
Time's up. Come on, old girl. For he could fold the earth by speaking the word. Fold the earth? What do you mean? Gina. They've broken through.
That was really rather sad.
Pass auf! Eindringling!
Dang. Oh god! Jesus Christ, that's terrifying. He's not dropping the gun. He's not dropping the gun.
Come on. I don't want to stay in this room.
Jesus. Love that, thank you. Gina's... And that was just because of Gina's cry of Laura. Like, the way she said her sister's name was horrifying. Basically, really, really sad. Oh, poor Laura.
Let's get out of
I
here.
know I've accused her of being a Nazi, but like I'm pretty sure she was working for
I
them.
have to find out the truth about my sister and why she was here on this
But
dumb
probably not for nefarious purposes, you know?
We're gonna find out. Let's start looking for clues, yeah?
And the fold the earth thing is interesting because I think it kind of links with the wormhole teleportation sort of idea I was talking about before. Not teleportation in a classic sense, but like the idea that if you folded the earth along a certain axis, then the Himalayas and Machu Picchu would probably be on like opposite sides. So if you activate the Great Circle or something at Machu Picchu, maybe it acts as like a conduit to the other side of the planet, basically. And that's how the ship ends up on top of the Himalayas. That all felt rather self-explanatory. I just wanted to say it, basically. I may be wrong. Oop. No.
What was that? I hear Nazis in there.
Wegen des Steins hier. Nur deswegen.
Try to get this bloody photo. There we go.
This must be where the Morse code was sent from.
Ready to roll, baby.
Stein muss hier sein. Das sind die Koordinaten. Keine Sorge.
That frosted glass. Awesome. Come on, Gina. Let's be sneaky.
Vorsicht mit dem Eis.
That's what you get for wearing a spooky ass mask. There's another one in here.
Oh, was war das?
Button man! 200 firearms deal more damage. Now that concerns me, that there are books to find in this location, because I don't have a map for this location. I don't know if we'll be able to come back to this location, so we need to make sure we're being pretty thorough in our exploration. Or we could definitely lose some things permanently.
Was meinst du? Tut so, als wäre Voss sein Vorgesetzter.
Oh.
Himmel, was soll das?
Oh.
Du bist einfach. Alle sind gefroren.
Knallt ihn ab!
Gina, get out of the way.
Oh nein, erwischt!
Fine. I don't think there's any point in being subtle at this point in time, really. I mean, subtlety is out of the window. Let's make sure I'm exploring around. Little pokaloo, little pokala, little pakalakalo, as they say, probably. Yeah, some really good mountaineering films like that. If you haven't seen Free Solo is really good. It's a documentary. The Dawn Wall is not as good, but it's still very, very good. Is this the captain's? Captain Ultrica receives a telegram this morning. Oh, right. You know what I can do? I can put my hands in my hoodie while I read this because my fingers are freezing. Maybe I'm going to go to South America. Captain Ultrictor received a telegram this morning ordering the crew to leave for Peru. Orders from High Command, I imagine. Apparently there's some top secret... I'm pretty sure we're going to Peru. Something important has been found in the mountains of South America. I feel excited. I've never been to Peru. Maybe I can get my hands on some primitive idols from the expedition. Once we're back in the fatherland, I'll talk to my cousin at the Pergamon Museum about prices. If I'm lucky, I can sell them enough to buy a small out-of-the-way farmhouse. Time for bed. Got a busy day tomorrow.
What kind of experiment calls for a battleship in the Pacific?
It's funny in a way because we don't need to humanize Nazis. They're terrible people. I'm not suggesting otherwise for a second. But all these Nazis who did awful, awful, awful things were also people who had dreams and hopes and family who loved them and family they loved and, you know, children and mothers and fathers and girlfriends and boyfriends and people live. I was thinking this the other day about how we are so desperate to. We all inherently think of ourselves as the most important thing because, of course, we are. We're very self.
Big hole up there.
That's the Haas hole. Maybe we can get out there.
The what? The Haas hole? Haas hole? Who you calling a Haas hole? We're very self-focused in a way. Self-preservation is important. Blah 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 blah. And it can be very hard. Like, right, what I was thinking more is, like, if you sit down and you think about everything going on in your life, if you think about all the trials and tribulations you've got going on, all the problems, all the things you want from your life, all the things you've been through, you know, you've had a complicated life because you're a human being, you know, and there's lots more you want to do and lots you haven't achieved that you probably wanted to and lots you have achieved that you maybe thought you wouldn't and all this kind of jazz. And every single person you see on the street, every single person, without failure, has exactly the same depth of complexity and problems and everything else. You know, we aren't special in that regard. Everyone goes through everything, essentially. And we all want to think we've been through more than everyone else. And some people have, in a way, been through more than everyone else. Some people have been through, quote-unquote, harder tribulations or whatever, you know, people who've been in wars and such. I'm not going to pretend it's equal in that regard, but the point is, in terms of, like, where am I going, by the way? Complexity in terms of what people want from their life and everything like that, and hopes and dreams and blah blah blah. Everyone is just as complex as everyone else, really, no matter intelligence, emotional or otherwise, or anything else. Where am I going? This way. And it can be really hard to remember that. When people get angry at strangers on the street, you know, people have road rage and stuff like that, like, oh, why didn't you seize the gap? Or, you know, why have you overtaken me like that? And you don't know what that person is going through. Maybe they are just being a dick, but maybe their dog has just died or something. You know, you just don't know. I think it's
Never seen
important
an anchor chain this close before.
to remember
The chain
how
is in the way.
Wait here. I'll take care of it.
just how complex life is for everyone, you know? And that includes Nazis. I'm not saying we should sympathize with Nazis. Fuck the Nazis. But I am saying that they all had complex inner lives as well that we were not privy to. Doesn't excuse being a Nazi. Just to clarify 100% here. Why have I jumped over here? Not sure. Maybe this door opens later. I think I can go this way.
Better keep looking.
Is this a thing? What am I trying to do here? I'm gonna drop down. I saw a ladder down there at the bottom. It reminds me of that. There's that sort of cartoon meme thing that someone's drawn, and it's some guy who's getting really angry. Like there's a stranger whistling on the street. He's walking past him on the street, and he goes, "Look at that guy! What a dick!" It's kind of like grumbling at this random. And it's just a random guy living his best life, you know. Oh, is there a weapon down here, or do I need to grab one somewhere else? Why are you doing this to me, game? Game, why? Back up we go. I don't know. It's important to remember, I think. We all contain multitudes. Again, not justifying being a Nazi. Although I'm sure some people just felt forced into it, and some people felt that it's something they had to do to survive, basically. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a weapon in that other room, but I'm here now, so we're going to find one here. Just give me a big stick, please. Oh, hello. Judgment Major Arcana. Well, I'm glad I came back.
Judgment. Ironic.
Yeah, very cool. It's fortunate. I swear I stumbled upon... Oh, hello. I'm trapped in a nightmare, freezing, nothing to eat. It happened like this. I saw a sudden blinding light. It felt like the ship was falling, then a crash. Most of the crew on the upper deck were killed instantly when the ship hit the mountain. They were fortunate. People were screaming. It was chaos. I saw SS Hausturmfer Engel sprinting through the decks. He was chasing that Italian woman. Tried to catch him and get the truth, but he knocked me over. What did he need that woman for? None of us were even told why she was here. What actually happened, and how the hell did we end up here? I want to document what people are...
They had no idea what they were signing up for.
Can't find... What they've done is they've removed all the weapons from this area to make sure I get one from the next area, I'm pretty sure. Alright, back we go. I'm glad I came back. Found 2 notes, that's good. Can't believe I haven't found one. Alright. I don't think I can use the gun. Let's have a look up here. Let's see if there's a big stick we can use. No. Okay.
Must be more to it.
Okay. I'm gonna take you with me anyway. Ow, I had a plan. It didn't quite work out. Where's my gun? Alright. Well, let's try this plan instead. Oh, that worked. I'm a little surprised, if I'm honest. I actually thought I was being a bit daft, but hey-ho. Another comic book. Scary stories. Oh, look at it. It's a kraken. That which should not be disturbed has been awakened from its immortal slumber, and it has only one thing in mind, the total destruction of all life.
They'd never believe me if I told them where I found it.
A bandage. It's been a lack of bread in my life. Why am I here is the question. it's just bullets in the repair kit. Okay, why am I here? Out of curiosity, why does this place exist? Am I missing something? I feel like I must be missing something, but if I am, it's very well hidden. Oh, good job, Indy. I'm just gonna fling you off the edge, honestly. Is it that there? Oh, it is that there. Right, okay. Alright, let's get our way down. Sorry, I've made this far more tedious than it had to be, I think. Aha!
Perfect. Just one more.
Alright, and now we go up here. And get this one from this side. That makes sense. But look, if I hadn't taken ages to figure that out, we wouldn't have got all the items.
Watch out! You okay?
I'm fine. Let's keep moving.
Oh, my way, Genie. But yeah, you don't want to be the first to die. If you, well, yeah, going back to what I was talking about ages ago. If you didn't think you could survive, if you didn't think there was any possibility of survival.
I'll try.
Thank you for that advice, Gina. My first thought was I'm going to fling myself off the edge, but now I will not. You don't want to be the first to go, right? You don't want to sit there, watch.
Your turn. You can do it.
Everyone else die, knowing that's your fate, knowing that's what's going to happen to you as well.
We made it. Let's keep going.
Der Stein muss hier sein.
Oh, Nazis. Where are we?
Keine Sorge.
Oh, I don't have a weapon. Although,
Hört nur, wie das Schiff
see you later.
Was zum... Was ist denn hier los? Was machst du da? Waffe runter, verdammt! Jetzt ist Schluss! Keine Gnade mehr! Hey, du hast hier nichts verloren! Ich gehe in Deckung! Nein, mach hin!
Call of Duty.
Du hast hier nichts verloren! Du hättest jemand treffen können! Das war knapp! Ich weiß, was ich mache! Lade nach!
Yeah, I kind of messed up there. Maybe we'll try to be sneakier. Grumble, grumble, grumble.
I hear voices above us. Don't let them catch us here.
Hey, Eindringling! Was zum...
Don't turn around. Don't turn around. Don't turn around. Good Nazi. Oh,
Was war das? Hey, nicht lustig.
nothing to see here.
Knall sie nicht! Nimm die Waffe runter, verdammt! Das ist
Oh,
nicht
how are you not
lustig.
dead? Ah. Okay. Well, sneakiness didn't work out as planned.
Munition ist alle! Lade nach! Ich weiß, was ich mache! Nein! Ich muss nachladen! Mann am Boden! Pass auf, wo du hinschießt!
Hey, Gina. I'm just gonna be who I am. You know? Oh.
That's not a good angle. Didn't stand a chance.
Indy, you need to leave my photography skills alone. Seems like a bad room to pull the lighter out, doesn't it? That's a lot of missiles. I'm trying to think, how would you survive this situation? Like, is there any possible... The problem is, you would think, right, okay, well, there's no point sitting here waiting to die. We may as well try to make a move for it. But you don't, like... How you got here is so unusual in the first... It's not like your plane crash landed or anything. How you got here is so unusual that... You don't know if you're just going to get, teleported out, essentially. As far as you're concerned, you teleported into this situation. How do you know you're not just going to teleport out? And that by leaving, you're potentially risking yourself further damage. Or death. As the case may be. Experiment Journal, Experiment Delta Circle 0 off the coast of Peru, 50 kilometers west of Lima. Log written by SS Hausturmführer Theodor Engel. Purpose of experiment to gauge intrinsic powers within the Great Circle artifact stone discovered during Machu Picchu 937. I need to hiccup. Present are myself, Dr. Laura Lombardi, and Captain Konrad Ultrichter. Together with the crew of the KMS Komets, SS Sturmbannführer Emmerich Voss observes the experiment from a nearby ship along with the other expedition members. Everyone is gathered around the stone, which has been placed on a makeshift pedestal. Dr. Lombardi objects once again to the experiment being conducted in this manner, citing the speculative nature of her compiled syllabary and the lack of theoretical understanding of potential risks. She considers the experiment reckless and dangerous. Our captain reminds Dr. Lombardo it's just to rock Lombardi and not to waste his time. He further emphasizes that she will have to answer to Sturmbannführer Voss if she does not follow orders. After a brief discussion, she reluctantly agrees to proceed with the experiment, takes the stone in her left hand, holds it up, and begins to something.
Your sister's expertise in Adamic was a crucial part of the experiment.
In what way? I don't understand.
I'm not sure.
Let's keep looking.
I'd be very surprised if it turns out she's just like a straight up Nazi. It just seems unlikely. I'm very surprised when little rooms like this don't have anything in them. Ooh. Ooh. Where's my stick? Where's my stick? Got from a game, a sketch of a Mayan statue found before the Peru expedition.
It's Mayan, not Incan. I'll have to study it more when I get back to the college.
Maybe I will never understand why Laura was here. But at least I can try to stop Voss from getting the stone.
Are we ever going back to the college, Indy? It doesn't feel like it. It feels like this is our life now.
Dead Nazis.
All the letter combinations have been crossed over except one.
Captain
Jogum.
isn't here. These are his officers.
This is the final message of Konrad Ultrichter, captain of the KMS Komets. We are... God knows where. Yes, God really is the only one who does. After the event happened, after witnessing the unleashing of untold powers trapped within that stone, I ran after that Lombardi woman and grabbed the stone from her. I realized it belongs to the Fatherland. It must be protected. That's why I've decided to lock myself inside the safe room with the stone. I'll try to recreate what that damned woman did to trigger the event. I pray it'll work. But if it doesn't, the message is to the rescue team that finds this note. I've written down the code for unlocking the safe door. You'll know what to do with it. If I'm dead when you find me, return the stone to the Führer and tell him I gave my life protecting it. Hail the Reich, hail the Führer.
Captain locked himself in a safe room behind that door, with the stone.
Okay, let's open it.
Well, first we need to find the right combination.
Okay. There's a lot going on here. Cipher machine. Let's have a look around the room first. Got the code. Got the code table. Got the 4 things. Got 4 slots in the cipher machine. Got another code table for some reason. Okay. Alright, well the code is assumedly Jogum. Jogum. With an umlaut. Well, that's not on there, obviously. Nor is it on there. Can I figure it out from this? Or the letter's always the same? No, they can't be, right? M. Oh no, maybe the M is always 3. T is no. That's not how a cipher works. Okay, interesting. So I've got F. Let's put all these in and just see what we're dealing with. So I don't think I can move these. Gina, get out of the way. I've got F, H, D, W. Oh. God damn it. Right, it's good to know I wasn't being incredibly stupid. J, O... Wait, bear with me. Well, that makes more sense. Right, let's have a look at this. So it's J-O-G-M, so I just need to find those 4 letters. Nope, go back in, and then we'll reorder them, obviously. J-O-G-M. That's M. J-O-G-M. J-O-J-O-J. J. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so... J-O... You go there, you go there. Oh, right, and then it unarranges them, rather annoyingly. But I think that one goes there. No, stop it. And that one goes there. That should be it, I think. J... O... G... Lovely, lovely, lovely. M. Okay. And then you look for the code below that, so we're looking for blut. Blut. Blut, 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 blut. Blut. Don't think it's on that one. Blut. 3666. So is that the code? Is it that simple? Let's try it. 3666. Oh, nice.
Well, that wasn't too hard.
Oh, so
Let's see what's
the only
this-
problem was I didn't notice the bloody handle
It was a
thing.
secret
That's literally the
passage
only
safe
issue I
room
had.
to the conning tower.
Great circle stone. The hell of a
Must
belly
be the
button, that's
statue
some
they found in Machu Picchu.
hell of a belly button.
The stone would have been hidden inside.
I muted myself then, I thought it was about to be a cutscene. The conning tower.
I think we found it.
Ooh.
What does it say?
I'm not quite sure. It's hard to tell. Maybe Earth something. Fingers. What was that?
Nazi. We'd better hide.
Yeah,
John!
be right there.
I am surprised, Dr. Jones. Voss told me you were dead.
Oh, yeah? I wonder what else he lied to you about.
Hands behind your head. Where's the stone, you American rat?
Stone? What stone?
Have you ever heard of Höhenangst?
Fear of heights?
Yes! And I have it. And still, I endured this dreadful mountain even if my mind was screaming every step of the way. Because of a concept you narrow-minded Americans will never understand!
Well, please. Enlighten me.
Devotion. Total and absolute devotion to the fatherland. Now, what of the American? What is his duty? His Lebensinhalt? His purpose? Huh? What is it? Hamburgers and picture shows? You have no history, no nation, no leader. What you have is your stupid American cartoons. Choo-choo, choo-choo. Ha 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 ha. You laugh and dance, celebrating your own idiocy and drinking the piss you call beer. I will walk through fire for the devoted men of the Reich. Overcome any fear to build a kingdom lasting 1,000 years. When you have devotion, you can withstand anything. It makes me invincible.
Well, congratulations.
Give me that stone. Now!
Can't give you what I don't have.
I shall search your corpse to make sure!
Please wait. I have the stone. I have it.
Give me the stone. Bitte.
Gina.
We gotta get out of here.
Helf mir!
Guys, they're stone! They're stone!
Gina!
Haltet sie auf! Erschießt sie!
Hab dich.
Come back in.
Gina!
I'm okay!
Ruddy dramatic.
Go to the back of the ship!
Look at this! I don't want to go to the back of the ship. I want to look at this for all the time. Alright, I'm on. Let's go. Where am I going? Oh, right. I still don't really know where I'm going. Onto that? Yep, okay, I'll do. And that's why we have yellow paint in video games. Once again, do not know what I'm doing.
Hey! Shove off! Don't! Come on!
Trying, Gina. I'm trying.
Gina! Grab on!
Come here, dear!
Gina, I'm out of ideas.
What if it was the stone that brought the ship here?
And he could fold the earth by speaking the word.
Let me see the stone.
We have to do something.
Think.
Ich schaff das. Ich schaffe alles! Ich bin unbesiegbar!
Earth. Splitter Earth. Put some...
It's Adamic! We have to say the word in Adamic! Hatzalaim!
Remember I said about being grounded. You mean China?
Jaina? There's a stone.
I told you, I am invincible!
Congratulations. Gina?
Jones? Jones! I found the stone!
You keep it safe. We gotta get out of here.
Okay.
I don't understand what just happened. We were in the mountains just moments ago.
There's something about that stone.
But how could a stone...
I don't know. But it's obviously very dangerous.
Right. Shots. We'll end it there. It's kind of got a little crazy. We just rode a ship down a mountain and then teleported through space. Am I crazy for thinking that? Let's say you're in that situation and you're in a ship and it's capitulating off the mountain, careering, and you're trying to survive. Could you put yourself in a small? I don't know enough about physics to know if this would be viable. Could you put yourself in the small room? Put in the officer's room, for example, or a bathroom, even, like the smallest room you can find. Fill it with as many squishy things as you can find. You know, every pillow and blanket, blah blah blah, and then just kind of nestle yourself in there. So you can't really move because there's soft material between you and the wall. Does that create an unbearable pressure somehow, or? I feel like you would survive. Like if you wrapped an egg in, it's kind of the same principle. If you wrapped an egg in a ton of polystyrene or cotton or something and dropped it, and let's say it fell at normal velocity, the egg would survive, right? I feel like the egg would survive. I don't know. Anyways, you're the egg in this scenario. Anyways, next video we will explore what looks to be China. Thanks for joining me. Cheers much as always. Bye-bye.